To al-Harith ibn Abdillah al-Hamdani, adhere to the rope of the Holy Quran and seek instructions from it. Regard its lawful as lawful and its unlawful as unlawful. Testify to the right that has been in the past. Take lessons for the present condition of this world from the past conditions, because its one phase resembles the other. Its end is to meet its beginning, and everything in it is to change and disappear. Regard the name of Allah as too great to mention Him save in the matter of righteousness. Remember death more often and what is to come after death. Do not long for death except when depending on a reliable condition. Avoid every action the doer of which likes for himself but dislikes for the Muslims in general. Avoid every action which is performed in secrecy and from which shame is felt openly. Also avoid the action the doer of which is questioned and he himself regards it as bad or offers excuses for it. Do not expose your honor to be treated as the subject of people's talks. Do not relate to the people all that you hear, for that will amount to falsehood. Do not contest all that the people relate to you, for that will mean ignorance. Cool your anger and forgive when you have power to punish. Show forbearance in the moment of rage and pardon in spite of authority. The eventual end will then be in your favor. Seek good out of every favor that Allah has bestowed on you, and do not waste any favor of Allah over you. The effect of Allah's favors over you should be visible on you. Be informed that the most distinguished among the believers is one who is the most forward in spending from his own funds on himself, his family, and property, because whatever good you send forward will remain in store for you, and the benefit of whatever you keep behind will be derived by others. Avoid the company of the person whose opinion is unsound and whose action is detestable, because a man is judged after the company which he keeps. Live in big cities, because they are collective centers of the Muslims. Avoid places of neglectfulness and wickedness and places where there are paucity of supporters for the obedience of Allah. Confine your thinking to matters which are helpful to you. Do not sit in the marketing centers, because they are the meeting places of Satan and the targets of mischief mongers. Frequently, look at those over whom you enjoy superiority, because this is a way of giving thanks. Do not undertake a journey on Friday till you have attended the prayers except when you are going in the way of Allah or in an unexcusable matter. Obey Allah in all your affairs, because Allah's obedience has precedence over all things. Lure your heart into worshipping. Persuade it and do not force it. Engage it in worshipping when it is free and merry, except as regarding the obligations enjoined upon you, for they should not be neglected and must be performed at the 5 appointed times. Be on guard lest death should come down upon you while you have fled away from your Lord in search of worldly pleasures. Avoid the company of the wicked, because vice adjoins vice. Regard Allah as great and love His lovers. Keep off anger, because it is one large army from Satan's armies.